I want to record this. Okay. I'm going to record this for those that are not on the call today so that they can kind of hear what we talk about and whatever. This first call this week is just going to kind of be an overview of everything that I've been bombarding you with lots of information in the new coach group. And then I just kind of want to review some of that information and then talk about, you know, kind of what to expect, kind of what you should or could be doing right now to start your business. Everybody is kind of at a similar point, I guess, in their business. Some of the coaches, most of you just started, just so you kind of, as far as I know, most of you just started. There's a few that have been in the business since the summer. So they may be some people to lean on for like questions and things in the group. And then myself, obviously, you can always ask me questions in the group. And then we have some, like Lindsay is my coach. And she is, I don't think she's on the call tonight, but she is in the new coach group as well. So we've got lots of people to help you and answer questions. And I know we had a good question out there today from Tara. So if everybody saw that, you know, that's a great thing. Just pop that question in the group. If I can't answer, you know, I'll definitely try and help answer and give my best answer. But if one of you can answer, if, you know, whoever can answer, it would be great. So let's start with some introductions. I'll tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about my story, and then we'll open it up really quick just to get an introduction from each of you. And I'll kind of go through the line here and just share a little bit about yourself, just so we know like who's here, what point in the business you're at, what programs you've done, what results you've had. That's kind of what we'll talk about. So I'm Amanda. Amanda Walsh. I am 36 years old. I live in Chicago with my boyfriend. I have no kids and we're not married yet. So my life is much different than probably most of yours. So not all of you, but many of you, it seems, are married with kids. But my life is different, and it's gone in my path has changed over the years. If we go back to, my story kind of begins in college, where everybody gains the 15 pounds or more. And then maybe you're like me and you go on a crazy diet and you spend hours in the gym and you don't leave the gym until you burn 1,000 calories and you really have not so much fun. Some of my college friends here might remember those times about me, that I was then really skinny, which was not healthy. I then got married and then got divorced in a year. So lots of changes there. And that's really where I started gaining weight, was after the divorce. And I was up to by 2008, I was over 200 pounds. Was terribly unhappy, terribly depressed. Some days wouldn't even get out of bed to go to work. I'd call in sick because I just didn't feel like it. And so I then, in 2009, I decided to make a change. And subconsciously, it was because of my sister, who's on the call here today, Sheila, was diagnosed with cancer. And I didn't know it at the time. Looking back now, or thinking about the time that I made the change to join Weight Watchers and decide to lose weight, I didn't consciously know that it was because Sheila was sick, but I know now that that is why. And many of you heard this story, but fast forward a year, I lost 55 pounds by doing Weight Watchers and joining Women's Workout World, and I fell in love with a class called Turbo Kick. Yeah, that's what it was called there. Then fast forward 2 more years, and I was had broken up with a couple boyfriends again, and wanted to make changes again. So I decided to move to the city. At 32 years old, decided to completely change my lifestyle. So moved to the city, which if any of you have lived in the city, it's crazy, it's fun, it's wonderful. Lots of restaurants, lots of bars, lots of meeting new people. So that's what I spent my life doing, was meeting new people and going out to dinner, going out for drinks, whatsoever. I also, when I moved to the city in that same summer, I got a new job. So there was lots of changes happening in my life. I was searching. Now I know all this time I was searching for something. And much of that I thought I was searching for that man in my life. After the divorce, all I wanted was to be married again. And so I was just searching for that man. And I did find him, thankfully, but that I now know was not what I was actually searching for. So a little over a year ago, Lindsay was sharing, she was 25 weeks pregnant, and sharing what she was doing on Facebook, drinking Shakeology, doing Turbo Fire, running these groups. And I was like, what is this crazy pregnant lady doing? She's pregnant. How is she doing this? I don't think I would have that energy if I was pregnant, you know? So I finally reached out to her because I was about to run the marathon, and I knew that I had to do something different because I was not eating well. Yes, I was working out a ton, but I wasn't seeing any changes in my body at all. I didn't really, at that time, I wanted to lose, 5 to 10 pounds, but I didn't really need to lose weight. But I did want to get stronger, get more fit. I had been injured a little bit through my marathon training, and now I know that it was because of my nutrition, because of only running, not doing other workouts. So I joined Lindsay's clean eating group. And then right after that, I joined a 30-day group, and I joined her group saying, I do not ever want to drink Shakeology. I've tried it before. I already have a program. I have Turbo Fire, and I'm going to do that. And I just want to be in your group for accountability. I had no plans of buying a program, buying Shakeology, or ever becoming a coach. That was not even on my radar. I didn't even know what that meant when I first joined. Well, within 30 days, I was like, tell me about this coaching thing. What is this all about? I want to do this. I know I have a million people in my life that I can help out. Many of you, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to get upset, but my best friend just passed away a little over a month ago from stage 4 cancer. And I know that I don't want to get cancer. I know I can't completely prevent myself from getting it, but I can definitely help. And she died of colon cancer, or colorectal. It was in her rectum and then it spread. But I learned recently that colorectal is the only cancer that you can prevent by getting colonoscopies and taking care of your body. So that is something that a tumor grows many times because of what you're doing to your body. So that is something that I recently learned, and I will be sharing more about that with people. But it's a little touchy right now because I don't want people to think that Carrie did not take care of herself, because she actually did, very, very much so. But unfortunately, it may have been just too late. So it sucks, but anywho. So here I am today. I'm a year, just a little over a year of becoming a coach, and I just became a diamond coach. If you don't know what that is yet, you will soon in our group learn what it means to be a diamond coach. It's exciting. It's fun. I have recently just signed, I think there are 5 of you on the call, or I don't know if you're all here, but there's 5 or 6 brand new coaches that I just signed. So lots of people, plus all of you coaches of other coaches on the team. So it's exciting, and it's I'm so happy to have all of you here on this journey with me, because we are a team and we're here to help each other. That's why I love this business, is that we're not in this alone. We have each other to lean on, to ask questions. When you get in a rut and you're like, nobody wants to work with me, you can reach out to us and we'll support you and help you. And I just love it. And I hope you guys love it as much as I do, because it's pretty fun. So that's a little bit about me. Hopefully I rambled a bunch, but that's kind of what I do. So, and I'm a teacher, so, well, I was. Oh, I forgot to say what I do full time. I do work full time. I'm a director of instructional technology for a school district. So it's kind of a big job on top of this being another big job. So it definitely keeps me busy, but I'm one that does better when I'm busy. So that's just that's me. So I'm going to unmute everybody and we're going to go through, and I just want to know basically your name, what program or programs you've done yourself, what results, if any, yet. Maybe some of you are on your, just at the beginning of your journey here, your fitness journey, and you don't have any results yet, but you probably do. You probably have something. If you feel, it doesn't have to be weight loss or inches. It could be that you feel better, something along those lines. And then let's do maybe when you became a coach. How soon? And then if you're running a challenge group already, or if you haven't started that yet. So I know some people have or are in the works of starting one, and some haven't started one yet. And that's okay. You don't have to be yet. I'm just trying to kind of gauge where everybody's at. So let's start. I'm just going to go down the list of people here, and Carly, you're the top on my list. So you're first. Are you there?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay, good. Hi, everyone. You've probably seen my name here and there, but I'm Carly Orban. I'm 30 years old. I'm actually from Chicago, Illinois, and I live in Atlanta. So funny story about that is, I won't get into too much detail, but I actually got relocated for my full-time job to Atlanta, and now I'm a Beachbody coach. Go figure. So I do both. I have been a coach for about 4 months now. Erica is my coach, and obviously those of you that know Erica, Amanda is her coach. So love the business so far. It's been crazy fast, crazy fun. About 5 years ago, I actually did a Beachbody program. I did Turbo Jam with Shailene. She's awesome. And then last year, I did Insanity. And I'm not going to lie, with those two programs, I think I had somebody like download them, or I got them off like Amazon or something. So it wasn't until this year that I actually decided to go full on, and I didn't even know I was getting myself into Beachbody. Erica had posted a clean eating group. I started from there, and then within a few weeks, I was in Amanda's group, fell in love with it, heard about 10-minute abs, and I'm like, sign me up. So I have done, since then, the 21-day fix and 3-day refresh. I am on my way to soon be doing PiYo, which I'm very excited about. So over a 4-month period, I've lost a total of 11 pounds and now 14 inches. So I have never really had a huge weight problem or anything, but I'll tell you, I have done a lot of things in my life that I've spent a lot of money, I'll just put it that way, on Advocare and, going to wellness doctors and doing a lot of things. So I already ate pretty well. So 11 pounds for me was a lot. And obviously I'm sticking with it, and I have such a passion for the business. And those of you that are new, you're going to love it. Welcome, and I'm just very happy to be here.
Hey.
I think that's it.
Good. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
Leanne, you're next on my list.
Hi, I'm Leanne. I am 30 years old. I'm on my 3rd round of the 21-day fix, and I'm down about 19 pounds, and tomorrow's my measurement day, so I don't really remember what I'm down. I think it was like 10 is the last time I checked. But I feel great. And I started because I'm getting married next year. So I was like posting stuff on Pinterest, and I went to Denver with Erica. So she's like, hey, are you doing the 21 Day Fix? Do you have a coach? I was like, well, they assigned me one. She's like, I'm running this group. So I just kind of fell into there and then just really loved it once I got started. And I thought, hey, if I love it, other people will love it too. And I just feel better and healthier and just all around. I think my whole outlook has changed on things. So I just ordered Les Mills Pump, trying to get my fiance to kind of get involved. He is on day 2 of the 21 Day Fix. So we'll see how that goes for him. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Great. And Melissa?
Hi, my name's Melissa. I'm 27 years old. I have a daughter who is 13 months. I became a coach about 3 weeks ago. I started with 21 Day Fix. I'm currently on round 2 on day 3. Currently lost about 3.5 pounds and almost 3 inches.
Awesome. And Jessica's your coach, right?
Correct.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. And Tara.
Hi, I'm Tara, and I'm 42 years old. I live in Mokina, and I'm a teacher in Frankfurt. And one of my friends, Courtney, who teaches with me, and she's also a new coach, she is so healthy, and she just really, you can tell just by watching her eat, by looking at her, you know that she's like really into a healthy lifestyle. And she's the one who introduced me to the 21 Day Fix, and also to my coach, Erica, who's just been phenomenal. And through Erica, I got involved in the challenge group and just, jumped right into the 21 Day Fix with all of that support. And for somebody who's been struggling with weight for a very long time, I have a husband, I have 3 kids, and my 2 boys actually have autism.
What?
So, yeah, and I'm an emotional eater, and I can find a million excuses not to work out, being a busy working mom and things like that. And I felt like this 21 Day Fix was like a no-brainer, because I do try to feed like my kids healthy foods. My son's gluten-free, so I try to embrace that lifestyle and everything. And having the 30-minute DVD, like, I don't have an excuse now not to work out. I mean, I can just go into, the living room, pop it in for a half hour. I can, just get up a half hour earlier and do it. And because of the encouragement of the group and the ease of the program, I'm in the middle of like my 3rd round now. I'm down 23 pounds, which for me is really good. I have like a lot more to lose, but I feel like I'm off to a really good start. So, I just really liked the camaraderie of the group and just everybody helping each other, encouraging each other. And it's great to see like Leanne on here, 'cause she was in my group, and she and Carly and Erica and, my friend Courtney, posting every day, seeing that we're all doing the workouts, we're all sharing recipes, tips, and whatnot. It's made me want to take that next step and become a coach and hopefully help others.
Awesome. Thanks, Tara.
Sure.
And Vanessa, you're next. Where'd you just go? Hello.
I'm here. I'm Vanessa. Amanda's my coach. I've actually done Beachbody before. I've done, Insanity. Did my first round of that, but I wasn't too thrilled of working out for 45 minutes. That was kind of tough on me. But after having my 2nd child, it was really hard for me to lose the weight. All I did was eat, until one day realizing that I didn't have any energy for them. So I got introduced to Amanda and the 21 Day Fix by a friend, and I've done 6 rounds of it. I've lost 32 pounds, and today is my last
day of doing the 3-day refresh, which I'm so grateful because I can't wait to have some chicken tomorrow. But
I still have to go have another. I still have to go have one more vanilla refresh, guys. I don't know.
God, I'm so glad I'm done with that. But I'm really, I mean, in the beginning, I did not want to be a coach. Honestly, I didn't know if I had time for it. But I actually already started my first group. I'm running it with Lindsay. And so far, so good. I love it. And hopefully I can continue and see how far I can go with it.
Awesome. Okay, I know this next number. This next number is my sister, because all of you guys had names, but because you're on the computer, if you're not on the computer, I'm going to be calling out your phone number, basically, or at least the last 4 digits, probably. So Sheila is the next one, because I think I know my sister's phone number.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello? Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Sheila. I am 33 years old. I work full-time as an ultrasound tech, and I have a 2-year-old daughter. So life is crazy, and I still have time to do this, which is still in the process of, figuring out with balancing family too. But, I'm learning more and more from Amanda every day. I've been on this journey for a year. And like she said earlier, I had cancer 5 years ago. And it wasn't until I had my daughter that I was like, I can't get that ever again. So I need to start taking care of myself. So I started the clean eating with Amanda, and I started with P90X3 actually. Well, her friend that passed away, she was a personal trainer. She trained me for a few months while she was going through cancer, and she was just such an inspiration. But she trained me for a few months. I would go to her twice a week, but I wanted to do something at home because that was more convenient for me instead of driving to her house. So Amanda was doing the programs already, and she's like, why don't you try this? Yeah. So I tried P90X3. I didn't think I was going to be strong enough for it. And slowly but surely, I just got stronger every week, and it was great. And since then, I have done 21-day fix. I've done the refresh. I've done PIO, and I'm back doing and coaching a 21-day refresh group. So I've lost about 35 pounds total in the year. I wanted to figure out how many inches, but quite a few inches. But I just feel amazing and happy and healthy, and I hope to continue this for the rest of my life. And I just want to bring other people on board with it. I hate seeing my friends die and getting cancer. I have another friend, her husband at 30-something years old has colon cancer. It's just ridiculous. So I want to be able to help other people be healthy and, not go through what I had to go through. So being a coach is one of the best things I've ever done. So thank you, Amanda, my awesome sister, for, bringing me into this whole lifestyle. Love you.
I love you too. Okay, let's see. Next one is 490-4428.
That's Carly. I already went. So.
Oh, got it. How about 550-4195?
Okay, so that's me. This is Trisha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been a coach for now, I think it might be a week and a half. So I might be the newest, but I think I wrote it in my introduction. I was in school to become a physical therapist and had this really healthy lifestyle, loved running, did everything, and then actually realized I hated physical therapy. So life kind of turned upside down on itself, and I think all those good things I was doing went out the window when I became a full-time substitute teacher and then was doing night school to become a teacher. So now that I'm finally, I hope, done with school, I just finished a master's to become an administrator, I can start to focus on me again. So that's been kind of my story and kind of how I've come about, kind of a roundabout way back to what I think I really, really had a huge passion for and I had lost. So seeing all of Amanda's posts kind of made me think, you know, I can do this again. So here I am, and like I said, I think a week and a half in, so slowly but surely my business will take off too, I think.
Yeah. Good. 313-300-4644.
Yep, that's Megan. Hi. So I'm Megan. I met Amanda through a friend, and I'm a runner. I've always kind of been athletic, but I've also kind of always struggled with my weight to some extent. Not that I don't have a ton of weight to lose, but I've never really been fully happy with how I look like. Hello?
Oh.
Sheila.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. So I kind of always struggled with trying to be healthy eating and working out. I kind of saw a big difference when I turned 30, that I'm 31, almost 32, how much harder it was to lose weight. So my sister got married in August, and after the wedding, I gained about 8 pounds in 2 months. And I was right before my 3rd marathon. I was like, this is ridiculous. I need to do something differently and find something else that needs to work better. And I saw Amanda post something about the 21 Day Fix challenge pack that was on special. So I was kind of like a weak moment. I was like, let me do this. I was like texting Amanda, like, is this like a quick fix? Is this for real? Because I wasn't really buying into it. But I'm on my kind of 2nd or 3rd round of it. I've lost about 8 pounds. I'm drinking Shakeology every day, and I feel like it's definitely helped me not get sick recently because I've been really stressed out at work. So I've seen that have a big difference already. And just someone was talking about the 30-minute workouts. It's so easy, and there's no excuse not to do it. And that's been really helpful. So that's kind of my story. I'm kind of I think I signed up to be a coach about 2 weeks ago. So still going through all the videos and setting up my website and ready to get started.
Great. Thanks, Meg. All right. Who's 630-802-5442?
This is Ryan.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I am 36. Kind of old, but that's okay. Never too late to start. I struggled with weight since high school, I guess. I was really, really thin in high school, and then like Amanda, who I met in college, I found the freshman 15 and probably then some, and kind of yo-yoed up and down with weight, did Weight Watchers, which worked really well before I got married, and then had 2 kids, and it kind of all went out the window. And I've been struggling with weight ever since. The weight seemed to come off really easily with my first, and my second, not so much. And I joined a clean eating group with Amanda, I think, but this past February. I don't remember. It's been a while, but it really seemed to make me feel a lot better. After just like a week, I couldn't eat the crap I was eating before because it made me sick to my stomach, so I knew that I was doing something right. And with Weight Watchers, I didn't feel that like energy boost. And I didn't really buy into Beachbody right away because I was like, oh, this is another one of those gimmicks, and I wasn't sure what I was doing with it. And then I started asking Amanda about all these different programs because I'm not a cardio girl. I don't run. I'm horrible at running. I have a different body type than a lot of people that are doing these groups. So she had mentioned the 21 Day Fix to me, so I got a challenge pack with the Shakeology, and I haven't looked back since. I absolutely fell in love with all the products. I don't really know how much weight I've lost because I've lost the weight and then I started doing PiYo, and it doesn't seem like any weight's coming off, but the inches are. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think I've maybe signed up a month ago to be a coach, just a discount coach at first, and then I decided I wanted to help people because I'm a teacher and I can't stop trying to help people. So I figured, why not jump in with both feet? So that's me.
Awesome. Thank you. And I think it's our last one, 773-263-1433.
Yes, that's me. Hi, guys. This is Erica. My story is totally wrapped around weird coincidences because I know we've talked about Sheila and how about 5 years ago she had cancer. But I think a lot of you already know that at the exact same time, maybe a couple months beforehand, I did too. And we had the exact same kind, Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I was 24 years old, and I remember them telling me that, and I'm a person that needs to, like, understand things, and they had no reason. They had no reason why it happened, and all I ever found out was that it was linked to pesticides. And so it's almost like your body has taken in too many toxins from years of building up and that your body can't take it anymore is how they really explained it to me. So that kind of started my journey. I didn't join Beachbody until July. I was actually, Carly, I was like you. I got a bootleg copy of T25, and I remember looking through the meal plan and seeing this Shakeology. I'm like, well, what is Shakeology? I mean, I've done like green juices since I found out I had cancer. I've done green smoothies like crazy. You know, I did like a 10-day raw food cleanse. So I'm a big like cleanser shake person, and I never heard of it for some reason. So I tried it, and I just loved the chocolate vegan. I've never tasted anything that tasted that good and that made me feel that good. So after that, I contacted Amanda, and I think I was a discount coach for like 3 days, and then I jumped in. And then I was actually explaining it to my mom recently, and I feel like the best way to explain it is if Beachbody was at my career day in high school, I would have known what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. You know, I love the interaction with the people. I love trying out the new workout programs. It's just amazing. And I should add that I started with 3-Day Refresh, where I lost about 6 pounds on just those 3 days the first time. And then I went into the 21 Day Fix right after that. I did have a weekend in between, so I went up a little bit on that weekend and then came back down. And my biggest struggle has always been yo-yo weight more so than being extremely overweight. It's, you know, I would be a fluctuation of like 10 pounds. And I really feel like I've beaten that with Shakeology and making this a lifestyle. I'm actually right now about 4 or 5 pounds under what my goal weight was. So the consistency and the accountability that Beachbody and you guys have given me is just, I mean, it's just phenomenal. I feel like I'm just literally a better version of myself. I'm a better teacher. I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife. And like the days I don't eat well, I'm not that person, and I can feel that. And it just makes such a big difference to me. And so that's why I love introducing other people to it, to hear results like 23 pounds lost or 11 pounds lost or 19 pounds lost. I mean, it's amazing. And, you know, I'm happy to be there to help. So that's my story.
Thanks, Erica. Awesome. Well, that took quite a bit of time, but I think it's good to kind of hear from each other. It's always different to read our stories online rather than hearing them from each other, which is why I think that these calls each week will be important to kind of, we can ask questions in the group, but sometimes it's just nice to either see each other's faces or hear each other's voices and be able to ask questions that way, get some more information that way. I'm trying to make it a goal to get on the phone more, get on video calls like this a little bit more with both customers and my coaches. So That is a goal of mine, so which is part of the reason why we are doing this. But it is part of when you go through an apprentice group. I'm calling it the Learn the Basics group, but many coaches you'll hear call this group called the New Coach Apprentice group. I just didn't love the apprentice thing, so I changed it. But anyways, I'm going to, many of you right now who are on the phone aren't going to be able to see my screen, but I'll talk through it, and then I am recording this, so you can go back and kind of and watch it if you don't know what documents I'm talking about. But I want to talk about just a couple documents that are in our new coach group. The Start Here document, in case you haven't seen that and haven't been able to get through all of that, I want to make sure everybody understands that. And then really quick, just talk about the video series and kind of get a sense, we'll get a sense after the group kind of where everybody is. Maybe I'll have you post in the group kind of what video you're on right now, just so we don't have to take a bunch of time going through each person saying where they are, where they're at with that. But just kind of, I'll give you an overview of everything in case you haven't gotten to those videos yet. So let me really quick share my screen. Okay, can you all see those that are on the computer? Vanessa, Tara, and I think Leanne.
Yeah.
You can see my screen?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
I can
cool. Okay, so right now I am in, for those that can't see my screen, I am in our new Coach Basics group, and I'm under the Files section. So if you don't know where the Files section is, you'll want to learn where that is. So if you're on the computer, you can easily just see where it says, it'll say Members, Events, Photos, Files. That's where you'll find Files. If you're on your phone, you have to click on the cover photo, and then you'll see something called Files. Okay? So if you haven't seen that yet, that is a good place for, I will add documents that I want you to get back to more often. It's easier to find them here rather than scrolling through all of the posts. So for example, the Start Here guide, I'm just going to pull up really quick. And the Start Here really talks about the 7-day quick start, which is a guide that comes straight from Beachbody. And it's in your back office as well. So you can always find that in the back office under, I think it's under How to Get Started. But what this 7-day quick start talks about is it has a place for you to write your coach ID number, because eventually you're going to want that memorized, so you have to fill it in on things like if you win something for hitting Success Club or different things. If someone needs to switch to you as a coach, they will need your coach ID number. So it's a 6-digit number, so it's something that you'll want to get memorized. But also on the 7-day quick start, your coach support team, which is your direct upline coach. So for example, if Erica is your coach, then I am your diamond coach, and Lindsay is your star diamond coach. Okay? If I'm your coach, then I'm your coach. Lindsay is your diamond coach, and Christina Sullins is your star diamond coach. That is Lindsay's coach, and she works this business full-time, makes a 6-figure income. And you should have seen her on the welcome video from the 14-day series. Okay? There's also the coach relations numbers on here. It has a place for you to write your why. It has the 3 vital behaviors, which we'll talk about in a second. It has a bunch of training for you to go to, some helps you set some goals, and has you make a list of 10, which we're going to talk about here in a second too. So that is number 1 you should have that done by now. If you don't, please go through that 7-day quick start guide. Number 2 is to set some goals. Hopefully you've had a Getting Started Right call with your coach, which is a new coach call. We call it the Getting Started Right, where you talk about your goals and your why, and just your first call with your coach. I know almost all of my coaches, I know Trisha, we have ours on Monday, but most everybody else I think I have had a call with. So that is good. But some goals for you to think about is to pay for your product in your first 30 days. So if you've bought a challenge pack or you want to cover your Shakeology, it really only takes 3 people to get that that covered by commission. And you can ask in the group more about that if you don't understand what I mean. And then you're going to want to push to move to as an Emerald coach and earn Success Club 5 at least by the end of this 60 days that we're together. Those are some goals that I would like you to try and hit. And we'll definitely be talking more about that, but I'm just kind of going through a few of the things. The third thing on this list is the business activity tracker. This is going to be key for you, okay? To kind of keep track of your business and kind of what you're doing each day. This isn't just something that you do as a new coach. This is something that we do as a coach every day. These are things that I try and do every day. It includes the 3 vital behaviors. The 3 vital behaviors are invite, invite, invite. So share, share, share. What are you doing? Number 2 is, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Oh, be proof that the product works. So be a product of the product. Drink your Shakeology every day. Do your workouts. Be a product of the product, because if you don't believe in the product, no one else is going to either. And the third one is personal development. So your personal development right now is this group. You really don't need to be doing any other personal development. You can if you really just love finding and searching for videos and such. But I think I'm sharing a lot of information with you already. So this is your personal development. As well as we'll talk about the book here in a second. But the business activity tracker really has you track that you're being a proof of the product. Are you drinking Shakeology every day? And are you working out as many days as you want to that week? So you set a goal of, I want to work out 4 days this week, and then you meet that goal each week. It has a place for you to check off for personal development. Are you reading or listening to at least 10 minutes of personal development each day? We'll talk about the book, The Compound Effect, here in a second. But I read that book when I was in a new coach group, and it really changed my outlook on a lot of things. So if you have not bought that yet, you're going to want to get out and get that. But when I did my new coach group, we had to read 10 pages every day. We're going to start that next week. So if you can try and get it by then, that would be awesome. But 10 pages really isn't that much. So, and then you'll have a video. Stay connected. So stay connected means really basically check in your back office, see if you've had any orders. There's a news section in the back office over on the right. When you first log in, you'll see Coach Breaking News. There's a weekly Coach TV. There's a Coach Monthly little report. There's always, updates here. So like a new update today was Beachbody Apparel, free shipping extended. Yesterday was Insanity Max just came out. So you want to always go there each day. Sorry, I lost my spot. Hang on a second. There it is. Social media. So I don't know how much you've learned about this already, but your goal is to post on social media 3 times a day. And that is not health and fitness. It can be, one of them can be, 2 of them, whatever. But it actually is best if more of your posts aren't health and fitness. You're just trying to attract people to your page. So like today, I don't know if I'm friends with everybody here, but today I posted, woohoo, Cyber Monday shipped fast. I got all of these new things. What online specials did you get today? Or this week, whatever. What online deals did you get? So it just gets people to your page. Sometimes I'll post random things. Like last night I posted about the movie Elf. Because we were watching Elf, and so I posted, who loves this movie too. So it doesn't have to be, and actually shouldn't be all about health and fitness, because people will get annoyed with you. So, so make sure you kind of change up your posts. I do a lot of motivational posts. That's just me. I'm just a positive person, and people know that about me by now. But I'm trying to get more posts that aren't health and fitness, because that is my passion. So I don't have kids to post about. I don't have really anything else. No one really cares about my job, although I do have a lot of teacher friends. Maybe they would. Maybe I should start posting a little bit more about what I actually do for my full-time job. But so 3 posts a day. New contacts. You're going to add 2 to 5 people every day to your network. So friends of friends, you're adding, and this does not have to just be on Facebook. It could be somebody that you met at work, but you just keep them now in your back of your mind, and you add them to your list, which we're going to talk about your list in a second. So it does not have to be adding a friend on Facebook. It can just be a new contact in your head for now. We talk about, this says 2 to 5 people every day invite to a challenge group. I like to say 2 to 5 a week. So if you can, space that out over the week, 2 to 5 people a week inviting to a challenge group. And same thing with 2 to 5 people a week inviting about the business, which right now that may be a stretch for many of you to even talk about the business, and some of you just began. But you may have somebody right away that asks you about coaching if they find out you are a coach, or you may just think, this person would be awesome. How do I present the opportunity to them? So please make sure that you reach out to either myself or your coach when you're ready to do that. And then the other thing on here is follow-up. So you need to find, hopefully you watched the Getting Organized video. I think it was from today or yesterday. If you're keeping up with those videos. But Allison Blaker is really good at organization. I think I am, and then I'll create a spreadsheet and then I'll stop doing it. So I need to find a better system for myself, but you need to find a system that works for you. If you're a computer person and you like spreadsheets and it's easy for you to keep a checklist, that way of how you keep track of people and who you're talking to. My post this evening was about this same thing, is kind of keeping a contact list and how you follow up with them and how you keep track of what you've talked to them about. Try and keep a system in place. Right now, I'll be honest, I have a poor system. My system consists of going back through my Facebook messages and messaging people, following up with people that have messaged me or that I haven't heard from in recently. So I am going to work on getting a better system in place, and when I find an awesome system, I will share it with you. I actually just ordered the Passion Planner, if anybody has heard or seen this. It actually doesn't really come out until January, but I'm looking forward to that coming out. You can print off free PDFs for it right now, but it has a space for calendar, but then it has a space for notes and your why and your goal for the week and all these different things. So go ahead and you can just Google Passion Planner. That thing's awesome. And then on this list, there's also check in with your existing customers. So check in with your challenge groups, other things, and then connect with your team. So check in our team pages. I put on in our new coach page that you're all part of 3 pages, 3 teams, essentially. My team is called Fit Warriors. Lindsay's team is called Team Believe. And then Christina's team is called Dream Extreme. So you are all part of all of those teams. So I'm your closest team for most of you. If your coach is under me, I think Melissa, and you might be the only one that's on that is not part of my team, but you're part of Team Believe and Dream Extreme. But I think everybody else was on my team. So that's the 7-day quick start, that's the business activity tracker that I'm going to ask you to starting next week, keep track of that and even turn it in. Now, I know life gets in the way, and this does not have to be perfect. You don't have to do this every day, but it's just going to help you to kind of have a focus of what you could and should be doing, and it will help myself and the other kind of quote-unquote veteran coaches as to how we can help you. So that is the business activity tracker. The next thing on that start here is go public with with a challenge group, your first challenge group. Some of you, it sounds like, have already started a challenge group. Many of you have not. And I think the beginning of the year would be a great time to start one. So talk with your coach about what you want to do, whether or not you want it to be just it could be a free clean eating group. It could be, or it could be a program specific group. So talk with your coach about doing that. Number 5 on the get start here is start creating your list of people to help. So I'm going to challenge all of you, and we were just challenged, some of us, in another group to create a list of 100 people. And these are the people that you are going to contact. And it doesn't need to be people that you think might like Beachbody someday. That's what I thought when I first had to do it. This is anybody and everybody. You will be surprised as to who in your life will connect with you and either get a challenge pack or join your team. You will be surprised. So start a list, and by next week when we talk, I want everyone to have a list of 100 people. So it could be, and it doesn't have to be just people on Facebook. It's 100 people in your life. And then we'll talk about what you can do, what to do with that list. But just start a list. And then the last thing on this start here is to purchase the Compound Effect. You can actually find it in the back office under the Team Beachbody Mall under Shop. You can find it there. I actually have it on my Kindle. Well, I don't have a Kindle. It's on my phone. It's on my app. But so you can always download it for your phone or whatever. So if you're out and about, you can read your 10 pages. But that book seriously is, it actually made a difference in my full-time job as well as my Beachbody business. So I highly suggest getting that book so that you can share everything you learn with us. And then the last thing I quickly want to talk about, I know I don't want to go too long, is the new coach series. Now this is a 14-day, generally it's a 14-day new coach series where you would watch 1 video a day. I sped it up a little bit for you, but if you're not getting, you still have Saturday and Sunday to catch up. I'm hoping that everybody kind of has them done by Monday of next week so that we can move on. In the coming weeks, there will only be 1 webinar a week, minus the weeks of Christmas and New Year's, so there won't be anything those weeks. But there will be a little bit more in the week before, a few extra videos that you can kind of spread out your time there. But the webinars are a little bit longer than these videos are, like 4 to 10 minutes at most. The webinars are a little bit longer and a little bit more specific, where these are kind of just like little snapshots of things. So just real quick, what I kind of broke them down into kind of sections that kind of go together, I guess, and tried to give you no more than 20 minutes a day, which is kind of how I broke them down. So that's why Tuesday's only 2 videos, because I think each of them were about 10 minutes each. So hopefully, and many of these videos you actually don't need to watch. I think I said this in the group, but I play many of these videos in my car on my way to work. So I don't need to watch them, I just need to listen to them. So that is an option. If that's an option for you, do that. If you have like a desk job that you're sitting at your desk and you can get away with putting headphones in and listening while you work, you'll take away things from that as well. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't suggest that, but that's something I would do. If I was ever at my desk, which is not all the time. But many of the things that we will, that you'll learn about much of this stuff in more detail. Like, for example, one of today's videos was Facebook do's and don'ts. Next week's webinar is even more specific about Facebook. And there's even one about Instagram, and if you don't have to at all, but Shalene Johnson is a huge Instagrammer, and she actually has like an academy, like a class almost, on using Instagram. I have not gone through the class, but if any of you are huge Instagram users, I am not. It's something that it might be a goal for me for 2015 to learn how to use Instagram for this business. But Shalene has a whole class on how to do that. So if that's something that you're super interested in, and you'll get a little bit of information about that next week. So I know I talked a lot, but I kind of I think that it was good to just go over everything and kind of what's been happening, what to expect, hear from each other a little bit, and go from there. So I'm going to go back to video here. Okay. Is this how I do it? No. Share. There we go. Does anybody have any questions? Like maybe quick questions? So I know it's 9 o'clock. Well, it's 9 o'clock here. Some of you, I think, are in Florida, so it's 10 o'clock. Does anyone have any questions? Anything you want to share with the group?
Amanda, Carly had a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the difference between Ruby? We didn't understand what Ruby was, if you don't mind explaining that.
Sure, of course. Real quick, I'll explain what Emerald is, just for those coaches that don't know. So the different ranks. An Emerald coach is a coach that has 2 coaches underneath them. As a coach, you have 2 legs. This may sound super confusing, but just know that you have a right leg and a left leg. In order to be an Emerald coach, you need to have a coach on each leg. Okay? In order to be a Ruby coach, most people kind of jump from Emerald to Diamond, and you'll understand why in a second. In order to be a Ruby coach, you need to have an Emerald on each side. I think you have to have, no, I don't remember. I hit it for like a week and then I jumped to Diamond. But I was only missing the one. I think Emerald is having 2, or Ruby is having an Emerald on each side and then another coach on each side. And then Diamond, definitely.
Yeah.
Diamond is definitely 4 coaches on each leg with an Emerald on each leg. One of those 4 is an Emerald. But Ruby, I think, is you have the Emeralds, but you don't have to have the 8 coaches. I think maybe you have to have 4 or 6. Ruby's the one that I don't know the most because it is one that most people just skip, to be honest. because you end up getting more. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's 4 coaches with 2 of them being emerald. Yes. Does that make sense?
Yes. And then diamond is 8 coaches with 2 of them being emerald.
Exactly. And then from diamond, you make star diamond, 2-star, 3-star, etc. by having your coaches underneath you making diamond. So since I just made diamond, then Lindsay turned 1-star diamond. But you have to, once you get star diamond, you have to qualify for 6 weeks in order to hold that rank. So if I lost my diamond rank, then she would lose her star diamond. Well, that's essentially, if one of you, if you or Sheila lost your emerald rank, then I would lose my diamond rank. So it kind of all works together. Got it?
We don't want to do that.
I know, right? Any other questions?
I just want to say, well, this is Sheila. I just want to say a tip to all the new ones is those videos, those quick videos she's talking about that listen in your car ones. Those are all really helpful. I remember those had great tips on them. They're quick. Listen to you in your car, and I actually may go and watch them again because you know there's always things that I'm looking to improve on. So maybe you know every time you listen to something, you might catch a little something different. So you probably feel a lot better once you listen to those.
Yeah, and I recently started watching them again because I haven't watched them in a while. And to remember, like, in case you guys had questions, I should probably know what the video said. And they're still helpful for me. So if you haven't watched those, or listened to them, I should say, most of them, like I said, you just really need to listen to. So, any other questions before we end? I know many of you have bed to go to. I still have to go drink a Vanilla Fresh. A little late, but gotta do it. Anybody? Awesome. I'm gonna post in the group the recording of this call for those that were not on the call. And then I want to know where you are at in the video series. And it's okay if you have not watched any of them yet, but make a goal to watch or listen to them by Monday. That would be awesome. All right? All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. For those that can see me. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.